petting zoo.
Why not?
She rose her head. Why not? Yeah.
How rich are you that you can just say why not? To
Why
that,
not?
to investing in that? Yeah,
You're gonna need a lot of damn
that's
lawyers.
exactly it.
All right, let's.
God, he's so fucking funny, man. I wish I'd gotten more of a heads up on that comedy festival they're doing.
Oh yeah, him and Joe. By the right of the council, by the will of the force. Welcome back into another episode of the Galaxy Famous Whiskey Approved Jedi Talk Podcast.
Oh, me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. I am one of the hosts here. I totally missed. I was rocking out to that song, like fake playing it. We are here. The full council is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be honest, gentlemen. It's not a lot of ladies. This is Jedi Talk. But yeah, we're here. The full council's here. We are coming at you live, quote unquote, from that cave. To my right is a man who I would like to give a little gentle kiss on the lips like Steve did to Q, or vice versa, Tom Oakery.
I'm drunk. I can't feel my legs. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we taking a little break from the Andor watches because we have plans to knock a bunch of them out in a sitting for your viewing. So you're probably going to hear multiple episodes of Jedi Talk leading up to Andor, as long as it's still going to release on April 22nd. We have not seen a trailer yet, but we'll get into that in a second. Because directly across from me, he's rocking a Rise of Skywalker hat. That's Evan T. Boucher.
Yeah.
Evan, how the fuck are you?
Andiga and Good Journey. Maybe they're just going to drop the trailer at Celebration and be like, hey, 2 days, you can watch that. I don't know.
Well, you'll definitely be able to.
I doubt they'll do that. But
I bet you money that they do like a watch like I got with Obi-Wan.
They'll show it 2 days early or
1000%,
whatever. Yeah, I think
that was
Celebration ends on the 20th.
20th.
So it would be 2 days early. So, they'll do it.
I really enjoyed those two, because I think they showed us. Did I tell you guys they showed us 2 episodes?
Yeah, that's what they released to us.
Yeah, we just got them like a few hours before, and if you can get in on that, if you can find a way to do it, please go do it. Because
I'm not stressing about it, but like if there's spots and I'm not doing something, I'll do it.
The experience, you won't be doing anything because it'll be after the main event. Like you come back to the
right.
arena, like,
it's like a later thing.
It's later.
Right? Yeah.
The late show.
If you can swing it and get like if you can make it happen, I urge you to. It is such a cool experience. I'm hoping we get some news from Celebration. I don't know what they're like. I feel like Star Wars is stagnant as fuck.
They just said
now.
Anakin's going. He was
Anakin's
announced.
going?
Yeah. Hayden's going.
So is the her name's
chosen
escaping right now, but the voice of Hera Syndulla in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
There was also, I think I saw another one. Maybe that's who I saw.
Oh, there's been tons of announcements of who's going.
The Hayden one's cool. I'm glad he's like back in with Star Wars.
Yeah, he is. He's been.
I mean,
everywhere.
he's going to be in Ahsoka season 2 again. So like he's backpack. Yeah. He was in Kenobi. He was in Ahsoka. That? I think so.
I think somebody. Yeah, Lily agrees. For those of you that can hear that,
I mean, you definitely have to have him back.
And then they said is Ewan rumored for Ahsoka, or was he confirmed? I cannot talk.
That was
rumored.
Okay, yeah, I don't want him to confirm it. That would be a sick surprise to be like, holy crap!
In live action Clone Wars armor.
Yeah. Mullet or no mullet?
Go mullet.
Sure, mullet.
Want to see the mullet back?
Yeah.
It was in Tales of the Jedi, so why not see
right.
it live action again?
The internet will bitch one way or another.
I really wish that they could stop with the announcements of shit like that. Like I wish they could find a way to like make companies pull those articles down.
Oh,
I hate
when they find
as
stuff.
As a fan, it's just so annoying because then like you're expecting it the entire time. Like a good example is like the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff. Where like you're just waiting for it to happen because you're like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And then it does. You're like, yes. It would be so much more fun if that movie you had no idea that was happening.
They pulled it off in Kenobi. Like Kenobi wasn't perfect, had a lot of issues, but those kinds of reveals that you're talking about, they pulled those off. We all had no clue that Qui-Gon was going to be there until like episode 6. We were like, oh, okay, Qui-Gon's coming.
I go back and listen to these episodes. I was telling you guys he's going to show up.
You were okay. I was convinced he wasn't until like episode 6.
Tom definitely was like, yeah, I wanted it, but I was like,
nah, because Liam said he's not coming. He's not coming. Liam said
too big of an actor. It's not like it's because he was not like a new actor in Phantom Menace, but like
No.
he wasn't Liam Neeson like he is
Dude.
now.
Right, they were
So
Taken
a little
wasn't
bit,
done
a
yet.
little bit different.
Side tangent with that. I've been playing the
Like,
Skywalker
hang
saga.
on one second. For example, like if they were just going to create this new character, Qui-Gon Jinn, and they had him in mind, no way he would say yes. to
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh,
no, no,
right,
no.
right,
No
right,
fucking
right.
way.
No, yeah, that's true.
But I've been playing the Lego Skywalker
Nice.
saga,
Yeah.
and I was Qui-Gon the other day, and he said something about, I have a very particular set of skills that would come in handy. And I was like, Taken reference. Look at you.
I know.
Yeah, but now I don't think they could. It was after the Spider-Man showed up that said they weren't going to show up, and then Qui-Gon
Oh, yeah.
too. After that, I'm like, I don't believe it anymore. And like, whatever actor says, oh, I'm definitely not in that show, I'm going to be like, that means you're in that show.
The internet is just killed all of that. It's done it to professional wrestling where things aren't big surprises anymore. It does it to movies. It does it to God knows what.
Such a bummer.
It is.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's like, but everybody wants everything now. That's what the internet's
But it's
done.
still,
like,
it's
I wanna
still
know
cool
now.
when
I
we
want my
see
everlasting
those things.
gobstopper now.
It's still sick to see Qui-Gon,
it's
but I
still
wish it was
cool, but, like-
100% a surprise.
Yeah, like I just wish they would stop talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's like your job, but like just do something else. Like,
But then what do we talk about then? What do we do?
That's our job. Yeah, I know.
our job is to speculate and
Yeah.
talk about it. Like
That's
that's
true.
the fun.
Yeah.
We're not contacting his agency and being like, is there any truth to the rumor that he like? We're going like, wouldn't it be fucking cool? That's
Yeah,
different
exactly. Yeah.
than rumored, because then it's like most of the time
Yeah.
that shit's like when it's a rumor, they just can't say it's a fact because then they would like out their sources and
Right.
shit. Like, just shut the fuck up and let us have fun with this.
But then again,
Quit ruining everything, goddammit.
Ruined.
not every show and movie has to have those cool surprises too. Like as much as
No,
we
totally.
say this
Totally
or that
not.
about Andor and whatnot, which we're going to get back to watching and stuff, Andor's not one of those shows.
No, and
So-
I think
and
that's
that's
why I
fine.
didn't like
That's a
it the
good
first
thing.
time. I kept waiting for something like
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get it in 2. I mean, Krennic's.
But it's not.
That's what I kept
but we
waiting
know
for.
he's
Galen-
there, and he's not a
Galen will be in it.
surprise. Like there's no surprise characters in Andor, and that's
There might be
not a bad
now.
thing.
Season 2. I
Could be, but like
I'm
that's not. That doesn't make it bad. That's
I don't
not a
remember when I
surprise show.
said this on air. I'm bringing it
Han
back.
Solo.
If Cal's going to show up anywhere, it's now.
That'd be cool, dude.
He's a darker, grittier Jedi.
Yeah.
The time period, right there.
it's perfect.
He's with Marin. He's with Kata right now.
Yeah.
Grease. They're traveling the galaxy. He's off on Tanalorr. I don't know. Maybe he's talking to Mon Mothma about Tanalorr. So who knows? You never know.
That would
I
be
wouldn't
cool,
trust
dude.
her, Cal.
That would be
No,
such
don't
a
do
cool
it, Cal.
fucking reveal.
Go full dark
Perfect time
side
to
and
do it
kill her.
now.
That would be
Yeah.
fucking
But
cool.
but I want to preface: Andor doesn't need it.
No,
The
that's what we're
series
saying.
doesn't need
Andor's
it, yeah.
not a cameo surprise show,
I disagree.
so it doesn't need
Definitely
that.
needs
Good for you.
It would make me like it better, but it doesn't need it.
it. Yeah. There was some other news I saw. Was it The Acolyte that was like nominated for something?
Yeah, it was
the
nominated
Best
for
original
NAACP.
score or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. NAACP. It was awards the best like original score. Yeah.
Which
And,
is
Is there
something else.
nothing else?
As much as I like
there
Acolyte
fucking
more than a
nothing
lot of
else?
people, but I actually can't even remember the score.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
so
not the best thing
non-memorable to me.
to highlight of that show. I like the show, but I don't remember the score. Skeleton Crew score though, that slaps. That
Mhm.
should be nominated for stuff.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Ooh.
I liked that a lot.
Remember they came back to back with bangers of Disney Plus scores with the Mandalorian theme,
Yeah.
and then Book of Boba Fett's.
Hey, bum, 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 bum.
Well, that Ludwig guy is fucking
Ludwig.
Ridiculous.
Working with
Jorgensen.
Childish Gambino.
That's interesting.
Yeah, those two dudes are goats.
They're gonna make a
Gambino's
Lando
fucking-
theme.
That'd be.
Dude, if they got
God, I so
if
badly
that
want
series
Solo
does
to be it,
happen,
too.
and because Ludwig left after Boba Fett, he hasn't done anything
Mhm.
since.
It's true, he hasn't.
So if they bring the Lando show back and bring Ludwig back, dude, yeah,
he is like the master of like simple, iconic, like notes that identify a character. Like when
Yeah.
you hear, woo, woo, woo,
Oh, sure,
like
sure, sure.
fucking
sure,
Mando.
sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Same with Boba Fett. Like
hey,
he just
that's all you need to hear.
Dun,
is,
dun,
hey,
dun,
bum,
dun.
bum, bum.
Yeah.
Yep.
he just nails it.
And then
I hope is he doing anything with the Mandalorian movie? He has to.
They
be
gotta
involved in
get him
that.
back for that.
That
Maybe
would
that's
be
why he hasn't
nice.
been doing stuff. They just have announced
if
that
it's
he's
not
doing
him,
that.
But he
Hey,
also
John
stepped
Williams.
away with he's not Childish Gambino anymore because that persona retired, I guess. But Donald Glover to do like Atlanta
The
and
artist,
to do
artist
like
formerly known as.
yeah. So like I think Ludwig did the music for Atlanta with Childish Gambino. I can't remember for sure.
Really?
But he stepped away also with Donald Glover to do stuff. So that's part of the reason why he's gone. Yes. But they also got Mick Giacchino.
oh yeah,
So he's the one that did Skeleton Crew.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's Michael's
Oh, Giacchino
son.
did Skeleton Crew.
Michael's son, Mick.
Oh,
Michael
Mick.
did
Mick.
the Batman.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
his son did Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
that's fucking
But I mean,
sick.
Michael was great. Mick is also great. So you got the Giacchinos floating around.
Michael's he did Up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
did The
done
Incredibles too.
he's done a lot,
and
yeah.
1, but I meant also Incredibles also.
Thank you.
Because 2 is we don't talk about that.
Incredibles 2. I like Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2 's
I need to
fine.
give it another watch. I've
I
only
liked it
seen
better
it
at
once.
the time.
I need to give it another watch because I've
I
only saw it
didn't
once, and I was
that
like, it's fine.
I didn't like where it picked up right where it left off. I felt
That
like
was
you
weird.
You could have
Like,
done
Yeah.
something better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it pulled The Last Jedi. You know, like we
Yeah.
love The Last Jedi, but we always complain.
But
We
at
wish
least-
it was.
But at least
time.
Last Jedi and Force Awakens were 2 years apart.
Yeah.
This movie was like 20,
20 years
years
apart.
apart.
They had to recast the kids because it was like,
Yeah.
these kids are now 25.
It
So.
would have just been better if you just moved forward with like it would have been more interesting to see like that time jump for these
Yeah.
characters.
I mean, that maybe we'll get that in Incredibles 3, which I will see
And
for
4
free
and
on
5
Disney
and
Plus. 'Cause I'm
6.
not paying for that. but-
You're paying for it by supporting Disney Plus.
That's
Did you
true.
guys see that they like lost 700,000 subscribers?
I did see that.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Sure. I mean, we mentioned on our Star Wars Podcast Day episode, which, by the way, love is still pouring in.
That was a great episode.
God, love
mostly
is
for the
supporting-
fact that Evan wasn't on it.
You know where love is pouring in also?
Where?
A certain mother.
Evan was the first one. There we go. Piece of shit.
Are you guys back yet with the new podcast?
Well, we are going to. This is the first time I'm saying this on air. I'm not going to give you the name of the podcast. I'll tell you off air if you want.
Just we're like, you'll find out sooner.
You'll find out
when I decide.
And that wasn't for us, too. He meant any of you. Just text Tom right
That's
now.
true. If you
His
have my
number
number, I'll
is
tell you what it is.
555-468.
You're gonna get hit up now.
Yeah.
I'm
Some people have our numbers.
going to tell you Kyle's number 773.
Oh,
8675.
I'll finish it, Kyle. You know,
309.
I'm a fucking dude.
maybe what you should do randomly throughout each episode is just
Say a number. Say
at
one
some
number.
point.
And then 25 minutes later, say another number. Maybe not today's episode. Maybe next week.
In
or
one
something,
episode leading up, and everyone has to put it together.
You're like, you know what? My favorite is 7. Episode 7.
Yep.
yeah,
And then just keep going. Just keep going like nothing.
that
happened.
was wrong. That wasn't the next number.
Or was it?
All that was, or was it?
Or
Yeah.
was it?
Holy shit! Someone's gonna call him. He's gonna get a call at some point.
Someone's gonna get like,
shit.
yeah, whatever. What the hell was
Oh
I
my
talking
God, that's
about?
funny.
Star Wars podcast
I
day, and then
forget.
Kyle sucked everything.
Oh, you
Fuck
said
Kyle.
something about they lost subscribers.
Oh, okay.
So-
We're gonna do one more fourth mother box. We're gonna have like a final fourth mother box, and then we're gonna debut the new show sometime after that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you bringing other people on, or is it just gonna be you two?
I haven't talked to Kyle about it yet, but I think bringing people on will be fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can come on.
Well, no, I just meant like as a permanent co-host. So is it or just? Gonna be you two?
No, Kyle and I, yeah, we're gonna, just like some structure changes,
Good.
because
I
I
feel like
mean,
we should do that at some point with Jedi Talk.
structure changes.
Not like-
We're
I would
finally
rebrand.
getting structure. So
Not, I'm talking like
Yeah, I know.
structured segments and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Just to see if we like.
we have like a whole list of quote
Ideas.
segments that
Yeah.
have never really kind of happened. Like
Well,
we
it's 'cause
kind of
this
did
is
what's
what
new on
happens.
Batu, and we kind of did
I know, but this is the appeal of the podcast of
Yeah.
three guys
Yeah,
talking.
I
Yeah.
get it. I know.
to not have special segments every 5 minutes.
That's why
and
I'm
stuff.
trying
Yeah.
the special segments on my other podcast. I'll try them over there.
Yeah. Well, that's another one that we did. We had like what's new on Batu. There was Legends. What was it? EU Poodoo or EU?
Yeah, it was something like that. Where we would take
Yeah.
something that was gay from.
It's
the
kind of
EU.
like Caravan of Garbage, but like
Yeah.
Star Wars version. Like, yeah, that's what we did. We did that about stupid stuff in Legends. I don't know. There's like 10 different
What was
segments.
it called?
Was it EUPU or EUSA PUSA? Something like that. Yeah, it was something dumb. That's half the reason why we stopped.
Iusa.
Yeah, something like that.
We should do the live shows.
I remember that.
Jedi
yeah.
Night Live. Austin helped us with those,
Live.
man. He put those together.
We've done a few since, but Riverside sucks unless you're on like the best internet in the world.
We
Yeah.
just need what we do. If we wanted to ever do those again, we could very easily do it with YouTube and one tripod.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
be in person because a couple of those we tried separate
Oh.
too. So
That didn't work.
Via satellite? No, let's be in person
yeah,
for that. You guys want to start? Oh, I mean, we were talking about Disney Plus. Yeah, they
Yeah,
lost
someone
some
Disney Plus.
subscribers,
That's a lot.
700,000.
It's a lot.
I mean, we know the thoughts about Star Wars, although Skeleton Crew has a positive reception.
yeah, but it's just not. That's not gonna like.
Oh, I know.
move
no one
the needle
subscribes for
for
Skeleton, Crew,
No,
except
nobody
people like
did.
me. Like I would, but
I know,
You're
but-
either already on it or just gonna watch it because it's there,
yeah,
or you're just gonna be like, I don't care. And I think most people didn't care, and I think that's fair because that's not the show they needed for Star Wars right now. That to me felt like Star Wars is Guardians of the Galaxy, where
I see what you mean. Like
Marvel
it
at
doesn't
that
affect
point-
like the whole story.
yeah,
and stuff.
Marvel
Like,
had
yeah.
earned trying something fucking weird because they had just been crushing it for so long that them doing something with like a talking raccoon and a tree was like so bizarre, but like they made it work.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was this Star Wars is like, what's like a weird thing we can do that doesn't really feel like Star Wars that will make Star Wars. And it was fine. Like I think the show was fine, but it was like not the show they should have been focusing on.
If Skeleton Crew came out like early into Disney Plus time, I think it would have been better for like what the fans in Star Wars needed. I love it. I love Skeleton Crew, but if it came out 5 years ago, it would have been very different vibes.
Think about the shows they've done though. Like Mandalorian is like for diehard original trilogy Star Wars.
That was
fans.
the perfect Disney Plus start. Was Mando that was perfect.
Then you have like what was after that? Obi-Wan and
Book of Boba Fett was right after that.
Which again, hardcore didn't really pan out.
No, Mando season 2 and then Book of Boba Fett. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, Mando 1, Mando 2.
I just don't know. Like it's like they're trying to like pick certain things from each era and focus on, and like this for me just like doesn't make sense. Like this should have been an animated kids show.
Skeleton Crew?
Yeah.
It would have it would have definitely worked as that, 100%. I'm glad we got what we got because I love it. But
it's fine. I have no issues
It
with
would have worked as an animated show. You're right.
I think if people saw it as an animated show, they probably would have given it a chance and had less expectations.
Yeah.
But when people do give it a chance, it's good.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with
people say great things because there's really, you guys keep saying it's like the show that Star Wars didn't need, but it kind of did because it had no agenda. It was just like a good story. Like nobody's bitching about, they're shoving this in my face or they're shoving that in my face.
This was the first time I didn't hear any woke shit.
Yeah, it's the show the fandom needed, but it's not the show the story of Star Wars needed now.
Whenever I'm talking about that stuff, I'm obviously talking about for casual people. For us, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm watching.
Right.
Yeah, anything Star Wars, we're going to watch.
Casual people are not tuning in for Skeleton Crew. Like, what is this, kids? It's Star Wars or Stranger Things. What the fuck? Why?
Like, I hate to say it, but I think for Star Wars, for the casuals to look at Star Wars the way it was again, you kind of almost have to copy like the original trilogy almost from start to fucking finish again and just hide it.
The casuals would be fine with that, but then there are people that would be like, it's just a retread.
I get that, but like they're just.
But the
all
casuals
Disney's
are the
going to be
ones that
looking
give
for
them the money.
All they're looking for is the dollars. So it's. I'm not saying I don't want that. I want them to be done with the Skywalker saga and build on new.
The new ones though, like it literally was the same shit. And that's what's so funny to me that people like
for the most part,
except for episode 9. A lot of episode 9, but
episode 9 was bring Palpatine back. Give us him again.
You still have the guy turning good ultimately. Like it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I just, how many times can you tell the same fucking story? Like people are just gonna have to accept that you can't keep telling the same story. Like
Brad, somehow the Fast and Furious and the Jurassic World movies continue,
and we've gotten 2 live-action Lion Kings. Like
that's very true. Also,
so
do you want to know how I got this scar?
We already know.
Did he say that? I hope he said that.
Probably.
Do you know how I got this name? So here we go.
I've said it before. If they weren't making new Disney or new Star Wars content on Disney Plus, I wouldn't have Disney Plus. So for that reason, I have it. So, but if they ever
cancel when a new show comes out, resubscribe. I know a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Sounds like a headache, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be a headache. But also, like I'm buying as many of them as I can on DVD. So if they ever just say for a fact that they're all going to be on DVD, I'll just stop with Disney Plus.
I can't imagine they won't double dip.
Yeah, you have to.
You don't double chip the shit.
It's worked with Mando and Boba Fett. No, Boba didn't. It was Mando, Kenobi, and Andor.
I thought Boba Fett did come out on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure it did.
Dang. If it did, that's another one that I didn't get that I wanted to.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I know Kenobi did. I know Mando did. I know Andor did. And I am still upset that I didn't get Kenobi or Andor yet. I'm going to.
What did you just say? You're upset you didn't get jerked off by Kenobi?
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Of course. Not yet.
Don't rewind that. Not yet? Okay.
Yeah,
well, you are going to Celebration.
That's true.
Have they announced he's going to be there?
Yes, sir. It's Blu-ray.
Oh, Boba was on. Okay, add it to the list. I got to get Boba.
Put it on the list.
Do you hear that? He's got to get blown by Boba.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Am I the only
4
one
months
hearing these
ago.
things?
This is a Reddit post. It would be nice if...
Don't be looking. Don't be spending too much time on Reddit on my Wi-Fi. I don't want to get the disease.
Bro, the shit you must look up, you're already on the list.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I'm talking about like a Reddit disease. I don't want to get crashed from the Wi-Fi. It's like them and 4chan on the same level.
Yeah. Whoa.
Reddit's a little more fucking cuffed out than he used to be.
You dropped like 7 things
It's
over
because
there.
he's got.
Are you okay today?
I'm fine. I'm just in my new bat cave. I'm just gonna need to get tables because these shorts I'm wearing slip. And
Yeah. I've seen you drop like 2
Hello.
remotes, 2 phones, and something out of your shorts. And
oh yeah, I'm gonna drop that a few more
Yep.
times. Keep your eyes peeled down below. You people downloaded this episode. I just want to remind you that this is your fault.
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
And you enable us by listening.
I appreciate that. Thank you for continuous downloads. We appreciate the love, especially. I was telling you, we have some listener questions. Let's get to those, and I can wrap up on the Star Wars Pod Day. But Patrick said, if you were in charge, what time would you want to explore in the Star Wars timeline, and why, Evan?
I've said it a lot. Surprisingly, between episodes 1 and 2 is something I've said. So it's either that or between 6 and 7, but literally closer to 7 because we don't have anything that's like right up against 7. So
We're
I
getting
think
there with Disney Plus.
we're finally slowly getting there. But I'm gonna say between episodes 1 and 2. 'Cause,
Really?
like, yeah, we
Fuck
don't have
yeah.
anything from that except like one book.
Yeah,
And it was a good book. Brotherhood was
I
a
assume
good book, but-
movie, right? I assume feature film or.
I think a series would be good.
I'm sick of series, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
take a
sick of
movie. I'll
series,
take
too.
anything. Yeah.
I want Star Wars to be on the big screen exclusively. I feel like
Yeah.
this experiment didn't work.
I think it can. It just shouldn't be only TV.
It
or
dropped.
only movies.
So Disney Plus and The Mandalorian season 1 dropped November 2019. So 4-ish months later, the whole world fucking blew up. With COVID. So
I think that's why
that's why it. Because
that's-
everybody was at home,
Yep.
and like The Mandalorian, I remember in October of 2020 when that shit came out, and it's like COVID was still very much a thing, and you were uneasy outside, and the tension with the world. Mando was like appointment television.
Yep.
Yeah.
When that came out, like that was the highlight of your week.
Brad and I were doing those midnight rewatches. We had our masks on. We were sitting 6 feet apart on the couch.
The bullshit.
No, we
you were.
weren't.
Fuck
No, we
that.
weren't.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know who I voted for. That's not true.
They shut down like hiking trails near us. Yep. Not for Big Red. So I'm just
You
gonna
fuck
walk
outta
behind this sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see
What's the
fucking
Simpsons
fight.
thing
Yeah.
about like signs or they don't listen to signs or like
Oh, no,
good thing
no,
I
no.
can't
We
read
tapped
or
the
something
sign.
like that.
No. The
That's
signs.
King of the Hill. Good.
Was it?
Be excited those kids can't read.
Oh, that, yeah. But the Simpsons one is it says like don't go up these stairs, but on the bottom is like or do. I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a sign, not a
Yeah,
cop.
I'm a sign, not a cop.
Yep.
So you would explore 1 to 2. How about you,
Yeah.
Brad? We're bumped up against
So
7.
here, I also say 6 to 7, but for the reason that they're not exploring the things I want to see that to me are interesting about
Oh,
the time
interesting.
period of 6 to 7. They touched on it
Yeah.
with like the Shadow Council and shit, but like,
Oh,
give me
yeah.
a fucking, I don't want to say series. Give me a movie series of like what the fuck is that, or a book. A book this kind of thing would be perfect for a book. Give me like a canon book that like you make a big deal of the way you made a big deal of the High Republic, and tell me what the fuck's going on with Snoke. Tell me how Palpatine was pulling shit behind this. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, we'll get to it. No, motherfucker, tell me. I want to know. That's what I want. That's the one. If I was in charge, get Claudia Gray on the phone and
yeah.
start writing this fucking thing. And let's
Heck
go.
yeah. Charles Soule too. Have him
You know,
team up.
You know
Soule
how it
and
is.
Gray.
It has to end at 7. So whatever the fuck you want to do between, we know Palpatine has to come back, and you know the beginning of Episode 7 can't be changed. Go.
Yeah, and I mean, if you
Go.
want, just decanonize Aftermath because those books sucked anyway.
Yeah, who
so,
gives
like,
a fuck about those books?
Not even I could
I
get
told
through
you.
them, and I read the first one, and that's it.
It's fucking
and I was
trash.
like, I'll just go read books that I love instead. like Lost Stars,
The Very
Great
Hungry
book.
Caterpillar,
Like,
you know?
Yeah, that's my favorite book, dude.
So
Even.
He ate through like a bunch of things.
Dude, I know. I was like, I relate to this guy. I can see that.
Star Wars Outlaws is. I mean, you don't have to do much to be a fan of the original trilogy of Star Wars. It's timeless on its own. But
Why did everyone shit on that game so badly?
Uh,
I still see it. I don't understand.
oh, people shitting on it. I actually see the
I don't.
opposite. People who are actually picking up to play, like I'm seeing every other day online. They're like, "I was made a mistake. This game is awesome."
That's awesome
Yeah,
because it is. It
I
seems
think
like
it's
a
the
fun
people
game.
that haven't played it and just aren't
Yeah,
gonna play it.
yeah.
Those are the people hating on it.
The game's awesome. I love
Yeah.
Outlaws,
I-
and we're gonna
a
eventually
little
continue
bit.
our playthrough.
The hour I've seen, I love.
Yeah,
Like-
same. I thought it was really cool. And
Austin
it
the
looked
other day-
so Star Warsy.
Yeah, I was talking to Austin the other day, and he was like, "How like are you going back to the playthrough, or how far have you gotten?" And I was like, "Austin, we've played the same hour of the game.
I know.
4 times."
It's true.
I like it, but we haven't gotten past it.
We haven't gotten back to it yet because everything just keeps coming up.
Yeah.
So and we're trying to do this Andor thing. So
It's gonna be a fun Saturday.
Yeah, I'm picking because Outlaws is making me like have a better appreciation for the original trilogy because there's more there, and you're kind of locked back into it. You're like, because you can go visit Luke's place, you can go visit Tashi Station in this game.
Really?
Yeah,
you can pick up power converters,
right?
You know, like,
There's a data pad left there that makes a mention to characters from A New Hope. So
that's cool.
And then if you arrive the first time you go, spoiler alert, obviously,
I'm not gonna play this shit anytime soon. If I ever do.
If you end up to the Lars's homestead, you know the where Luke lives, there are two people with like kind of pirates or just scoundrels talking to each other about what might have happened. He's like, I don't know, the Empire came over around here looking for somebody, and they like burned the place down, something like that, and then they just take off, and then you go down. Yeah,
I still wanted Disney to do Uncle Owen's barbecue pit.
Yeah, but I would like to see a future,
cowards do it.
I would like to see a Star Wars story of like Rogue One or Solo of between episode 4 and 5. Yeah, you're gonna have to recast Luke. You're gonna have to recast Leia, but
Say that one more time.
between episodes 4 and 5.
A New
Okay.
Hope and Empire.
A movie.
Yeah, New Hope and Empire. A
So,
movie.
like what, them looking
touching
for
on moving
Solo-
from Yavin to
Yep.
Hoth.
Yavin to Hoth.
Oh, between four. Sorry.
Yeah,
duh.
yeah, branching from Yavin to Hoth. Luke's. There's
Interesting.
some like Luke builds some character there, right? He's a
Yeah.
bit of a different person when we see him in the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. He's not quite the badass Jedi we see him at beginning of Episode 6, right? Obviously, I'd love to see an arc between 5 and 6 where we see him training, but this is a little bit more interesting to me right
There's
now.
a lot of that 5 and 6 stuff in the comics.
Yes.
Where he like goes to an old temple and
Well,
fights the spirit of
the whole
of
Crimson
Grand
Dawn arc,
Inquisitor,
right?
yeah.
Too like
Yeah.
the Book of Boba Fett. That's not book the
Battle of the Bounty Hunters.
Battle of the Bounty
War
Hunters
of the Bounty
with
Hunters.
Kira.
War, I think.
Yeah.
But either
War
way,
of the
yeah.
Bounty Hunters, yeah.
Yeah.
but like
Crimson
all the-
Dawn, Crimson Rain. Yeah, Crimson
Rain. Yeah,
There's a lot of good stuff in there.
So that would be my guess. I just because I think that's like these are younger versions of the characters we know and love, and we get to kind of see what makes them them. I know we've seen that before, but I want to see what makes Leia like a fucking badass senator and then eventually general. Of the Resistance. What gives
Yeah.
Luke his edge leading into Episode 5. So
yeah, I mean, you mentioned Luke a couple times on his arc between 4 and 5, but I think Leia has probably the biggest story between
She
4
does.
and 5.
She does.
She's a general in 5.
Is there any stuff in canon already that like talks about? I know there's a bunch of EU shit, but is there anything in canon that like explores that?
I'm sure there is.
little
I
bit.
don't want to
There's
say
nothing
no
I know
because
of, yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Please correct
I
us.
can't either.
Yeah, if there's
If
a
we
comic
know,
that we've
Jedi
missed or
Talk Podcast
something,
and
but
Instagram,
yeah.
please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? That's a
And
good
YouTube.
call. That's a good call. I do know there is that one book, but it's not in between 4 and 5. It's in 4. It's like it's the Echo base. It's
I mean,
is it called
from a certain
Brotherhood?
point of view, does a little bit. No, Brotherhood is between 1 and 2.
Yes.
What's the one with Brotherhood? Brotherhood's the Obi-Wan and Anakin thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Where
the
they go to
book.
Cato Nemoidia, where that business doesn't count.
What was that? I'm
Somebody fell off
talking
my roof.
about the
Don't
book
sue.
about the stormtroopers
Or
do.
like at Echo Base,
He's not a cop. You can't make
and like
that.
Palpatine and Vader come in and just wreck shop.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that would be cool.
I don't know why. It's Alexander Freed. I don't know why I can't remember the name of the fucking book.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have not read it, but yeah, I know what you're
Get
talking
out your
about.
Starlink connected cell phone there.
Freed.
I know I mentioned Lost Stars earlier, but Lost Stars does take place before 4, but through 4 and then into 5 and stuff. But it doesn't have Luke and Leia and Han.
Very good.
Like, it has side characters.
Battlefront Twilight Company.
Oh, so it's a tie into Battlefront.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Iden Versio in there, maybe?
No, not that I remember.
Okay.
I remember that was
Ray
one of the
Sloan,
first Star
maybe?
Wars books I purchased, and it was after I moved here.
We need more
And-
on Ray Sloan, too. She's
Dude,
fun.
that book for I always talk about good as it was the book for Inferno Squad.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the game? Was that that was a story of Battlefront, right?
Yeah. Inferno Squad.
The prequel book to that is like way better than it fucking should be.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You said
really
that
good.
a lot.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
And I've heard other people say it's good, too.
It's so good.
Yeah, a
It
lot of
has
people
no
like
business
it.
being that good.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
It's
A
fantastic.
video game prequel fucking novel, and it's awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
For like a DLC.
It-
Yeah.
It's true.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
to think
DLC.
about
I
it.
mean, that game is insane.
Yeah.
in all the good ways, but also how it came out was bad.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna have to message Patrick, but I'm gonna guess Patrick would say something High Republic related. But
I think he would. Yeah,
I'm gonna message him because now
the dude won't ever shut up about the High Republic.
Which is fine, man. You got great taste. No, Patrick, keep it up. You got great taste.
Christopher Patrick, you can get your ass kicked.
Hey, Eminem.
We got 2 more questions from your younger brother, unfortunately.
Hey, we
Evan.
spoke about him already. He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times.
He's got a 2-parter. 1.
Kyle's mom.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you
you
later tonight. Hey,
could make a Star Wars Visions episode. Hold on one second.
Austin, come on.
If you could make Star Wars... This is a good question for us because we don't like it. If you could make a Star Wars Visions episode, what would it be?
I know mine. I'm going to go first.
Hold on. Let me get my hand over the misogyny alarm. This is anime. This isn't,
No misogyny alarm required.
I don't believe it.
It would be an anime style something like a vignette of some of the characters and location at Oga's Cantina.
Oh, I like that a lot.
See, I don't know, because that actually makes it something that we want to be real, and that's not what Visions is.
That's
Visions
why
is
you
just
wanna
stupid
see it.
stuff that we don't want to see.
It's just not for us. It's just anime shit. But I think that'd be cool. I think stylized Oga would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, because anime is like whatever. You could do that shit. They had like Grogu eating eggs or something. I wasted 2 minutes
that one
on
wasn't
that
Visions.
fucking
That was
short.
just on like YouTube Kids or something. But
It was a waste
I thought
of
that
my
was
time.
Visions, wasn't it?
I don't
No.
know. It all jumbles
There's
together.
an-
The pod racing one was so cool, and then they just it was like, why are you doing this?
I didn't like that one.
I liked it because it was like you see the pod racing anime,
Yeah.
and then that turn happens. You're like, what am I?
The whole
watching?
band thing was
yeah,
weird.
it was so stupid. But I like the idea of a pod racing one.
How about you, Evan?
Then they fucked me.
I guess
This is hard for him. I think Austin knew what he was doing.
one where the frog lady
Evan, take the gun out of your
fights
mouth.
Grogu because he ate all the eggs or something stupid that I don't care about. Sure.
The frog lady's benching and
They fight him like anime style, where they power up and the lights come around them, and they're like,
I want you to really think about something that you would see and go, that's cool.
well,
but,
all the stuff
like,
I want to see is
Shut
canon.
up. Answer the question. Answer the question.
If Visions was
think-
doing canon stuff all of a sudden,
Answer the question.
I would want to
Fuck.
see if they were doing canon stuff all of a sudden, something with the Knights
Let's
of Ren.
pretend. Okay, so we have in this question, the hypothetical around question is that it is canon. Name something that you would want to see that would actually make you go, even though it's anime, go, that's fucking cool. That's
Oh,
why
I don't
they
mind that it's anime. I just want it to be canon. So if it's canon, give me Knights of Ren. Kicking
Canime.
ass.
Okay,
It's Canime.
Yeah.
Canime.
Yeah, canon
Canime.
anime, Canime.
And then you have Padme. It's Cad Pananime.
Sure.
And then you have Cad Bane.
It's Cad Banime.
Cad Pananime canon.
And then they
Cad
eat
anime.
it. They eat at Panera.
This
I've
bit's
got it.
going on way too long.
I know what I want
And then
my...
they're watching the panorama.
What?
I'm going to let you keep.
Yeah,
going
I'm
with
just.
this.
Thanks for. And this is there's like half of our listeners. They
This
they
is what
stop
happened when
there.
you talk about visions. Okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, if you listen very carefully, you can hear everyone closing the iPod app, the iTunes app.
nice.
Cleo Dookie slide.
Yeah, that was them closing it. I would want a Visions episode on. Can you let Winston in? I think he's trying to get in. If you're going to get water,
Okay.
I would do all the bounty hunters that were hired by the Empire, like having like a kind of like duking it out in a sense, like just like the
that'd be
fight
cool.
to get Han. You know, like you see Dengar and Bosk and like Boba.
Some of that's in the comics, but
I know, but
take it and make it.
yeah, make it an anime.
It would be cooler to see it in an anime than it would be in comics.
But
yeah,
I think you'd get some really cool designs with
yeah.
the anime, like bounty hunters.
Oh yeah,
Right. So
And like I said, there's a lot going on. I said like 5 minutes ago, it's not the anime aspect I don't like. I mean, I know Pokemon's not anime. I know, but like I grew up watching Pokemon and stuff, so like
Yeah.
I'm fine with that style and anime style.
I know Pokemon.
It's just I want things to be canon. I'm not watching things that aren't canon.
Yeah.
So yeah, like anime is cool. I like the visual style. So yeah, I think bounty hunters, like you're saying, would be sick.
Yes.
That style fits bounty hunters perfect. It fits the
It
Knights
does.
of Ren perfect. And I'll throw in something with a Nile. The Nile would be
Oh, yeah.
perfect for anime.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
And then the final question, and this
I actually
one,
really like that idea.
Yeah.
Mile.
the final question was a simple one, but very, very important.
He's a simple one, and he's important.
Gentlemen. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely a simple one. But
Is The Last Jedi still canon? And at this
well, what
time
time
of
is it?
5:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 20th,
Mm-hmm,
Thursday the 20th, The Last Jedi is still canon.
Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho.
Thank you, John
Fuck
B.
yeah.
Nice.
Who asked that question?
Austin.
Oh,
Oh, nice,
shout out
okay.
to Austin.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, he asked a stupid question about visions, and then a good question about Last Jedi.
Well,
See,
yeah.
one thing that's not canon and one thing that is canon. Look at that.
Hi. There he is.
Balance, like
Hey,
the
buddy.
Force should be.
Jedi Talk's about to get cute. Winston, calm down.
Was this hanging up somewhere?
Yeah, you can leave it down. So yeah, those were the only questions we got. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Except for Lily's questions.
Yeah.
She's got good questions.
You know, I've known Evan for 4 years, and it doesn't get easier. Would be the answer to that.
Yes. I mean, he's known me for...
Only 4?
How old is he now? 26?
It's only been
Almost
4
26.
years?
So he's known me for 26 years. so-
Winston. Who's known you for 26 years? Austin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That young prick.
He's been stuck with me for 26. At least you guys have a choice.
That's true. We do have a
Yeah.
choice.
So like we say with the listeners,
He
this
thought
is
it
you
was-
guys. You chose this, you know?
Austin wanted to get away from you so badly, he went to college to play basketball as a white kid.
Yeah. In Chicago,
In Chicago.
of all places.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Yee.
That's why he still doesn't play basketball.
Yeah.
Because everybody was better than him.
Whoa, that's not why.
Got him.
Austin, I did not say yes to that.
Were you
Yeah.
playing in Austin? Was it an all-white league?
No, Austin's got like if you go back and look like 12 years on Evan's YouTube,
there we go.
there's like highlights of Austin.
That's right. I forgot that was
Really?
you.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like
That's when I started my
He
YouTube.
calls him like the next big thing in
Yeah.
Indiana basketball. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why
I
I
don't know.
started my YouTube back in the day.
pretty
Was
bad.
to put highlights
Document
of
your brother?
to put highlights of
Gary?
him online.
To put highlights of you. No, go on and talk about this.
Yes.
Speaking of, 12-year-old basketball phenomenon, Austin Boucher's Indiana's Best. This is your most watched, I
They
think.
got like thousands of views though. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
4.9 thousand views 12 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
12-year-old 6-foot town. Look at these.
People
Look at
were
these.
like, a white kid who's good at basketball? What the fuck?
Look at these
Look
highlights.
at the editing.
That was me.
Movie maker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, 12 years ago, yeah. He's going to miss. Under the leg. Oh, my God. This music.
I think it's Drake, which is funny
No, this
because
is
what we were just...
This
Yeah.
is Tyga,
No, it's not.
isn't it?
Yes, you want a photo?
Oh yeah.
She already know.
That's the motto. That's
Yep.
what it is. Yeah. Tyga was in a different video.
It's not going to surprise either one of you, but I had no idea that this was a song.
Now she want a photo.
She already know.
You only live once. That's the motto, man. YOLO. Every day. Every day.
Anybody say.
They sitting on the bench.
We don't really play.
Every day.
Fuck what anybody say.
Can't see him because the money in the way. Real man, what's up?
Yes, you want a
One
photo?
time. That's one time. Calling people out like an umpire. 7 grams in the blunt. Almost drowned to the.
I didn't know Evan knew
I'm just
this
gonna
much
stop it right
music.
there.
I didn't know he.
That,
It-
that
it-
wasn't droid
If
noises.
it's good rap, I know it. Eminem, Drake. I know Kendrick and Drake are not on good terms, but they both make good music. So Kendrick,
You should start a rap podcast. Like we were talking about stuff earlier in the car.
rap podcast.
Like a
Well,
rap
the
podcast.
rap cast.
Featuring
It's the
Evan.
rap.
I know a thing or two about
Featuring,
rap.
remember the whitest kids you know on
Yeah.
YouTube? It'd be that. It'd be like featuring the whitest guy you know.
whitest guy.
In podcasting. And that's pretty white
You should
because
call
we're
it-
all white.
You should
Yeah.
call it Whites on Rap.
White rabbit, right there.
Whites on Rap.
Did you know like those YouTube people went on to like make movies and stuff? Like they're
The
like,
Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
They didn't start as YouTube.
no, oh I didn't
No,
know. I
Whitest
thought
Kids You
they
Know was
did.
like a TV show.
Really, I did not know that. Okay, but they ended up like big after all that stuff. So dang,
Right? I'm remembering that correctly, aren't I?
Probably.
probably.
Sure.
Tom's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking find out, bro.
I believe you. I mean, you sound like you knew. So
I'm pretty sure.
why would I not believe you?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I say a lot of wrong shit.
I mean, it's
That's
on the
why.
internet, so it's got to be true.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Okay, boomer.
well,
what else we got?
you read a comic, did you not?
yes, the
Spoiler alert for
Kylo
this, but I
comic,
want to
the
know.
Kylo Darth Vader comic. It's got one of those generic-y names, so I can't remember the name. But it's the new one with Charles Soule and Kylo and Vader.
Where
So
is the time period in this?
this? Is right after Last Jedi. And do you
So
want me to
this
tell
is-
you, like,
Yeah, go for it.
so like,
Spoiler alert, by
basically
the way.
the only thing that stands out in my
order this right
mind is from this comic. Spoilers for it right here. The only thing that stands out in my mind from issue 1 was right after the supremacy explodes and all that. Kylo comes back up from crate, and everyone just like, long live Supreme Leader with their like fists ups and stuff. Kylo like force drags Snoke's parts of his body, the 2 parts, out of like this coffin they made for Snoke, and then throws him out the window of the Star Destroyer.
That's fucking awesome.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
This part sticks out of my mind because dang, man. And he's just like, I'm Supreme Leader now, and they're all like saluting him and stuff. It's like,
I wish they would have put that in the movie.
Is this Legacy of Vader?
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
They're all just the one issue's out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not the full.
Yeah, just the one issue.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
might
like how
wait.
it starts, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna buy it. That's fucking cool.
And then
That is cool.
That's like the big thing, and then he goes to Mustafar. That's basically the whole episode.
Okay.
The whole
comic.
issue. If you've watched the Lego stuff, which obviously isn't canon, and it's just silly stuff, but the character from the Halloween Lego one, Vinay,
Oh yeah.
he's in it. He's in this comic.
Oh cool.
He was also in Rogue One, so he's already
Right,
canon.
right, so he's
but
canon, yeah.
Yeah, his name is Vinay, and he's
Look at
back
this
in
variant
this
cover.
comic.
Holy shit!
we get
that
the
is
variant?
cool as fuck.
Oh yeah. I saw that one.
Oh, that is cool. We
That
didn't
is
get that
so
one.
cool.
We got the other one.
Got
I
the
need to
like
buy
regular
this.
one.
Yeah, the regular one's still sick.
Oh, it
but
is, I
that
agree.
variant is sick too.
I agree.
But that's basically all of issue 1. He throws Snoke's body out the window. Everyone's like, "Damn, you're badass," and then he's like, "I'm going to Mustafar," and that's it.
He was sitting next to Ellen not
Oh.
Ellen.
What?
Elaine. He was sitting next to Julie Louis Dreyfus at SNL 50.
I
Yes.
saw that. Did you
In a hot dog costume, right?
No, he was sit-
he was
sitting
legitimately
there.
sitting next to
Oh,
her.
okay.
Yeah.
He ends up
She
in a hot
crowd-
dog costume later. or
She-
something?
I
what
don't
was
know.
the joke?
Oh, she was saying something like, "I'm sitting next to Adam
Adam
Driver,"
Driver.
and she was like complimenting
to
his
the
looks.
dog.
Like, yeah. Oh, she was the dog's seeing eye person.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a reference to Arrested Development and the character she played. She faked being blind.
Oh, really?
she walked
That's
around with
funny.
a seeing eye dog that was just actually blind.
Dang.
That's awesome.
The one
But there was something. It was like almost funny, and I can't remember what it was.
you just described a lot
All
of
of
SNL.
That's all I watched
funny.
of SNL 50.
Yeah.
I really
I didn't watch any
We
of
watched
it
a
yet.
few of the
So.
I didn't
sketches, they were
feel it.
funny.
Yeah, I think I'd watch the people who I like, but like there's a lot of people in there I just don't want to give them any FaceTime to.
The sketch that was Scared Straight was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Had Jason Sudeikis, Will Ferrell showed up,
Hey, nice.
Eddie Murphy was in it.
Nice.
It was great. It was fucking fun. That was my favorite one of the show.
Badass. Anything
You
else
would
in the
think-
comics?
You would think that they wouldn't like do more for the fucking 50th. It wasn't very good.
What now? Interesting.
It wasn't
Oh,
very
just
good.
like the park here.
What else from the comic?
The one part that was kind of weird, I need to go back and reread it and just kind of think about it more, is like, for some reason, Kylo tells Hux to build him a throne. I'm like, why would you tell Hux to build you a throne?
Power
Like,
move.
I guess.
thousand
So,
percent.
yeah, I need to go back.
bitch.
Because, but Hux doesn't know how to make a throne.
It's exactly
making,
why.
He's making his life miserable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it must be that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm like, all
100%,
right.
that's
But like,
all it is.
it didn't make the comic bad. It was
he's
just
in
like, all right,
charge.
that's weird, but all right.
He's in charge and he's fucking with Huck.
Unless it's like the CEO tells the COO to do something, and the COO will tell his team to do it.
Yeah.
Her team to do it, something like that.
Yeah,
so
probably like that. So, but I was like, all right, that's like not that important, but it didn't ruin the comic. It's a great comic.
I think it's a great addition, actually.
Yeah.
Watching
Oh,
him
for
fuck
sure.
with
now
him.
that I've heard what you said, I'll go back and read it again. But
he's
yeah,
got an
actually,
Allen wrench. How the fuck do I get this in?
He's like, why did we buy this from IKEA? What are we
I was
doing?
going to say the whole second issue is just him trying to figure out,
Yeah.
God damn it, they didn't send me all the pieces.
Will Hux get what he needs? Find out next issue.
Meanwhile, somewhere over Cantonica. Why the fuck doesn't this go into this?
He's like, I should have been reprised my role as a Weasley. This is ridiculous.
My kids are into Harry Potter.
Well, perfect time for Epic Universe.
Yep. They are like
Nice.
Bentley Road Forbidden Journey. Britain refused.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that though. Like,
I'm gonna make her
kid
do it
me
next
would have
time
been
we go.
terrified of that ride. So
She
I get it.
loved Gringotts.
Oh,
And
Gringotts is
she
a good one.
loved Hagrid. And
Hagrid's
she
a-
said her favorite roller coaster
Goated.
was Velocicoaster.
That she's done Velocicoaster.
She is such a fucking chicken
That's
at everything
cool.
at
The
Disney.
Queen coaster.
She is such a chicken at everything at Disney, but for whatever reason at Universal, she's like, let's fucking go. She wants to do everything.
It's
She
there.
didn't even cry. Dude, she cries on fucking Tower of Terror.
I mean, I do
Well-
too. So I get that.
But Velocicoaster
Totally.
is way more intense than Tower of Terror. It's
I would say.
bizarre.
I would imagine it would be. Yeah, like,
It is.
come on, yeah, it's got to be.
She's fucking coming out of her shell a little bit. I'm excited. It's good times.
This
What else we
might.
got?
You guys weren't into the turtles, right?
No.
It's saying
Nah.
saying she's gonna be coming out of her shell reminds me of after the movies came out in like the '90s. The Turtles went on tour and did a concert. One of the songs was "We're coming out of our shells."
They did a concert.
Kyle
I
did
didn't
a
know
cover
they
of
were
it called
like.
Coming Out of the Closet.
Ooh.
It was a combination of the R. Kelly songs, "Trapped in the Closet," of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the best pieces of unintentional comedy of all time.
Dude, I remember whenever I discovered that, I watched the whole series in like one sitting. I binged it.
Did
And
I
was
not
like,
tell you
what
about
the?
it?
No, it was before I lived
I
here.
think I told Alex about it.
Yeah,
'cause
I
know I talked
binged
about
it like it was a
somewhere on the
TV
podcast.
series, and I'm like, what am I watching? Like, what kind of a quote artist does this?
Which,
Like,
by the way, I spoke to Alex the other day. What's up, buddy? Thank you for telling me happy birthday. What
Oh,
else
yeah.
we got?
Did your birthdays go well?
Yeah, man. I had
We
a
got
good
your
time.
birthdays.
I had
Yeah.
a good time. Tomorrow night, going to see Matt Nathanson.
There you go.
Fucking go. The second goat. The
second
second goat.
nice. Well, you need
He-
two goats to pull the cart.
He's
so
my
yeah,
number
that
2
makes
behind
sense.
Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
as long as they're not screaming goats, because we don't
Did-
want that.
Didn't you see Matt Nathanson recently too?
I
Like just not terribly too
That
long
was somebody
ago.
else.
That was
wasn't
Jason
it?
Wade
Yeah.
from
Oh,
Lifehouse.
I don't know why I thought you
I
saw.
saw Matt Nathanson like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But-
talking about. Yeah,
Anytime he's in town, I'm going. He's going to be at Disney Springs.
nice.
He's
Oh, yeah, I told you Queensryche's at Epcot end of March. I'm like, all right, maybe I will.
Not Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot, Queensryche.
You told me it was Busch Gardens.
Oh no, I meant I said Garden Rocks.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was at Winter Garden,
I
so
thought,
hey,
you, were, I
like,
thought you were
no.
talking about Busch Gardens.
No, Garden Rocks. Queensryche's coming to Garden
shit.
Rocks. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
Okay, that blew. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you meant it was they're going to be at Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I saw like this a
Garden
random
Rocks.
post by a page I didn't know that said Queensryche was added to is like this new final band to
fucking
Epcot
cool.
Garden Rocks, and I went and looked on Disney's app, and I'm like, shit,
That is cool.
I might actually go sit
That's
down for that.
random.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's cool. That'll be fun to go. I have to go see that. That is so fucking cool.
Dream Theater do it one year.
Their whole set is just half of one song.
Dream Theater's releasing new music though, so
Are they really?
you know, they just they dropped a new album a week and a half ago, 2 weeks
What?
ago. Yeah, Parasomnia.
Jesus.
Their last song on that album for 19 and a half minutes long.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know
joking.
I don't know why they do that shit.
Because they're fucking Dream Theater and they can. It's a concept album. It's excellent.
I'll have to listen to it.
Parasomnia, yeah.
Is this the new one with Mike Portnoy's back?
Being back, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Did they ever record music without him?
yep,
They
with
did?
Mike Mangini.
Was it one album?
A few.
Okay.
And there was some good stuff within there, but like nothing. Like this feels like a Dream Theater album to me. They felt different to me. And Mangini's a fucking great drummer.
Drums make such a huge difference in a band.
They do.
Like, could you imagine Slipknot without Joey Jordison?
Oh, I've heard it, but yeah,
I mean, it's not the
no,
same.
I know. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
he
heard
died. I forgot he died.
I've heard
God damn
Metallica
it.
without Lars.
Really?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. There's a concert. I think it was overseas. Lars had just had he was post-divorce. He had a panic attack. He could not. It was one of the rare times he's ever like missed a show.
Huh.
And Metallica, Kirk, and Rob, along with a bunch of other different drummers. Joey Jordison was one of them. Fucking drummer for Slayer helped out, and a few others too. It's on YouTube, but like Joey's playing Enter Sandman with them, and there's Enter Sandman's an easier song on drums, but you can tell it's different. It changes the song up a bit. So
It makes a
Yeah.
huge. It's so weird. You wouldn't think it makes a huge difference, but
Mm-hmm.
it does. And that's one of the reasons why Zeppelin never got back together. Was Bonham died. I mean,
Yeah.
like their chemistry. And after watching the documentary, the chemistry between him and John Paul Jones was just like on another level. And like they like considered themselves the rhythm section.
yeah,
Such a great. Go see Becoming Let's.
I will.
God damn it! There's some shit you can fast forward, like some of the live performances. Like if you just.
oh
don't
yeah,
care.
you were telling me about
It
that.
annoyed the shit out of me a little bit because like I'm not there to watch a concert. If I wanted to watch it, I could watch it at home. You know what I mean? And some
Sure.
of the footage was on DVDs I have at my house. So it's like I'm not here to see that. I want to hear them talk about it, and that pissed me off. But it's great documentary.
So I'm just Winston. Like we let you in before.
He wants what he can.
Did you see any of the badge art for Celebration yet? I'm just
Yeah,
scrolling through
I've
Star
seen
Wars
some of
News
that.
Net.
They are
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they look really cool.
They're very cool.
They're cool.
Did they? The thing I like about it is they don't tell you which one's which
Yeah.
until you get there, and then you pick up your badge. Like that's my fucking badge.
Oh, I thought it was just like randomized or
No,
something.
so each day will have a different. Like each ticket type has a different badge art.
sick.
So like the 3-day ticket is different than the 2-day ticket. The 1 day is different. The Jedi Master Pass is
We'll
different.
have to check out Star Wars Mask of Fear.
And if you like them, you can buy a set of them at the end of Celebration.
nice.
They'll sell like a frame set. And I almost did it the last one, but I didn't have a way to get home from Chicago because I was like I couldn't afford it. I should have even gone. I couldn't afford it. But I'm still working at Disney.
Well, we'll have to check out Star Wars Mask of Fear. It's a novel by Alexander Freed. Star Wars Newsnet reviewed it, and just spoiler-free review of it. They say if you like the darker, more serious side of Star Wars, this book's for you.
What's it about? Who
Although
wrote the article?
Although the upcoming novel, The Mask of Fear by Alphabet Squadron writer Alexander Freed doesn't tie directly into that series, its tone and themes are very much the same.
Okay.
So it's like Reign of Empire like time. Yes, Winston.
I didn't love the Alphabet Squadron. I didn't love it. I thought it was okay.
I haven't read that one.
I got like 3/4 of the way through it, and I was just like, I can't.
What's the somewhat new book? Was it like Rise of the Crimson Blade or Crimson Blade Rises or?
I have no clue. I'm so out of loop with Star
Like
Wars
we said
books.
with the comics, some of these names are way too generic. The stories and comics and the books might be awesome, but the titles are just way too generic. Guys.
Can we stop using rises and everything?
That
For
too,
the love of fucking
but,
God.
Yeah,
But I
Christ.
just got that for my birthday. Taylor got it for me.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm excited to read that because that's one of those recent ones that like a lot of good things came out. That was the one with like Luke and Lando chasing down Ochi. That's that book.
Sweet, okay.
Oh no, wait,
I
that
have
was
that book.
the Crimson Blade was the Inquisitor book. So no, it's not that one. It's whatever that one was.
I have
Luke
that
and
book. I
Lando
haven't read
chasing
it
down
yet.
Ochi.
I haven't
I
read it
forget
yet.
what it's called,
I
but it
probably
is
won't,
a
if I'm
generic
being
name.
honest. If anyone wants any of my books, I'm not listening.
Dude, you
to
just
guys.
start a library.
I've
You
got a
guys.
bunch that I haven't read yet. So
If you want, like, just to like display
ADHD.
them or some shit,
Yeah.
like I don't have
I
that. Like
don't need.
they're
display
literally
books
in my
anymore.
house at in an ottoman.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In the garage.
Give them away on air.
Maybe I will. I don't know. I've spent so much fucking money on them.
Speaking of giving things away, have you done anything with your celebration tickets?
No, I need to sell it. I'm not giving it away. Fuck you. Not you. The people listening. You want to go to Celebration? You can go fuck.
We gave my tickets away.
I know.
And it got us some listeners.
You're more generous than me, though.
I know.
I suck.
Do it for the show. Bad Batch is back, but they're in a
Book?
book or no, a comic.
Comic.
It's a comic. It's set after one of their episodes from season 2, when they're on that island.
That show is a
Pabu?
blur to me. I don't remember
They're in
any of it.
Pabu.
Pabu. There you go. I love Bad Batch. I
like
want
it
to go
too.
back and read it or
I like it.
watch it, and maybe
Well,
I'll read
now
this.
you can. You
Yeah.
can read it.
You can read it.
Jude Law revealed that Jadna Nawad had never used a lightsaber before the events of Skeleton Crew.
Interesting.
That makes sense because like he was just a guy out in somewhere
So
in
was
space.
he not a
and
fucking Jedi?
he was
And
probably.
what happened to the Jedi Temple we were supposed to see?
What are you talking about?
Wasn't it in the?
I don't think they ever promised that.
No.
We
I thought it
we
was in
just
the trailer. They're like,
Like,
the
it's
Jedi.
just-
Well, yeah,
that
that's
Wim
the kid
thought it
saying,
was,
I
yeah.
found a Jedi temple, but he doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, like
Gay.
I don't like. I guess his name is Jadna Nawad. I just call him Silvo, but Silvo was just a guy that was force sensitive, and then a hiding Jedi found him.
He's
so
self-taught.
Silvo never had a lightsaber.
well, sort of. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Except
yeah,
for the one that he gets in the show. And
like that.
When
He even
they
made
sell it
mention-
at Docks, it better say Silvo.
it even it should have all the names on it, like Jadna, Silvo, Captain Jack.
Yeah, Crimson Jack, Silvo.
So, Seasons of the Force is breaking canon in Galaxy's Edge, essentially.
I am okay with this. Hear me out. It's a special event. They're not adding it to the daily rotation. If they added it to the daily, like if this comes back and it's like a huge success and people want to see Luke, fuck you. Go to whatever that
Put him
place
on the
is.
stage in Tomorrowland.
There.
Yes.
Go see him
Yes.
somewhere to fuck
Yes,
else.
yes, yes.
Or-
I
Don't
agree with
break
that.
canon,
Yeah.
Or
please.
put him in your launch bay that's been closed for 6 years.
Launch bay. That's what I'm talking about. Like
Launch
do it
bay.
there. Do
Yes.
it there. But like for a special event, I don't give a shit. And I know that might be like a weird line in the sand, but to me, that story is over at night. And once you're past
But
that,
also, they've had Star Wars Night, like 3 years, 4 years now? And they've put these characters other places. So why'd they pick Luke to put back there?
I think people
Like-
can get the photo with Luke and R2 with the Falcon. That's 100%.
That's 1,000%.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
think so.
They're
the
gonna-
promotional picture
they're
of
gonna-
that.
Yeah.
So,
Is he in front of the Falcon for that
yes,
reveal?
yes.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Exactly. I saw that like in passing. I didn't really pay much attention. But yeah, that's 100% what it is. Like, that's all it is. And they're going to sell PhotoPass and make a fuck ton of money off of it. And I'm okay with it. As
How long
as
is
you
that
don't-
line going to be? 6 hours?
Oh,
that'll-
God.
If you buy that event, that will be the only thing you do with that event.
Yeah.
And
Unless
there's
you're
locals-
first in line.
and
'cause
there's
then
locals
you'd be
that
in and
will-
out. You'd move on.
There's locals that will do that 100% and have a great time.
Yeah.
That's
is
not
it
my
is
shit.
it for Seasons of the Force or is it for Star Wars? I think it's for Seasons. Yeah, it's for Seasons of the Force. So
Yeah.
it's all day. That's
Oh.
not a ticket event.
It's not a
Wait.
ticketed event.
That's an all day thing.
Ooh.
You'd be walking through Batua's Seasons of the Force like the BDX droids were.
All right, my opinion just completely changed. I don't
Yeah.
like that at all.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that we were
didn't
talking
realize-
about the ticket. Yeah,
I thought it was
Dude.
a hard ticket event.
When I thought it was a ticketed event, I was against it until Brad just turned me around on it. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. But now I'm like, oh.
Okay, it's just okay. Do you feel that? I don't know if I feel much differently about it if it is a temporary thing. It's not. They're not incorporating him into the story in any way. They're just kind of
So
having
what-
him out there.
But he is if someone asks him or he says
I'm
something.
sure he'll I don't see now. That's interesting. I don't know.
And I'm not trying to be all mean and critical of it. I'm just thinking of how the entertainment works. I worked in that department
100%.
on the lowest level, but like
100%.
still, there's got to be a story
That's
for it.
interesting.
Like, I'm
Maybe
not trying to
you're
be
in
mean
the
about
world-
it, but
maybe
like,
he came through the world between worlds, Evan.
yeah, maybe that's lazy.
Maybe
It is.
But yeah,
I don't know,
man. He should not be there.
He shouldn't be there. I agree.
And I'm trying not to just be a mean old
Now here's the thing:
curmudgeon-y old man. But
Did
like,
they say he's going into Galaxy's Edge?
the video?
The
That's
vi-
false advertising, I guess.
Well,
which is what they do. so.
they do that shit from time to time. Full stop, no cap, as Bentley says.
Based.
Based. I say based. They didn't say that it's coming to Galaxy's Edge, did they? Did Disney announce that he's coming to Batuu?
Does
Or
the
did they
words in the
say-
post say "coming to Galaxy's Edge"?
Yeah,
Or is it just a
Let me go
video
look.
of him in Galaxy's Edge?
because that
those are
is
two
some shit
different
they
things.
would do.
Yeah.
That is some shit they would do.
This
in
is
a
the case
heartbeat.
I would want them to do that. Not
Yeah.
put him in Galaxy's Edge, even though they made it
Yeah.
look like it.
I'm trying to find Disney's official.
Get the
post
lawyers
about it.
involved.
But like, don't get me wrong. I would love to have Luke in the parks. Like, I miss Star Wars weekends, and I
say
wish I
you
could have
need
seen
Luke
those
in
Star
the
Wars
park.
weekends.
You need to have Luke.
So like, yeah, just do it like weekends or the Star Wars nights where they're not in Galaxy's Edge.
I wonder if they'll ever do Star Wars weekends again.
I don't know, man. They should, and everyone in the world wants it back.
Celebrate Seasons of the Force, March 28th to May 11th. 2025. So I'm looking to find, so there's Rise, Fire of the Rising Moons. Star Tours is doing its thing. Hyperspace Mountain, Mando. Where's Luke at? Oh no, that's it's Seasons of the Force. Where's the Luke information at?
See, I thought he was at the hard ticket event.
And this just talks about it. Yeah, I mean, I mean the post that I keep checking out was saying specifically for Seasons of the Force. So
Now I don't know if this falls under Devil's Advocate, but I'll say it does. So like, what if that's the only way we could ever get Luke Skywalker is they put him daily ops in Galaxy's Edge tomorrow?
I don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm not a character person though, so I'm not.
I would love
my
to have
answer-
Luke, but I will still say no. 'Cause
My answer is
I
I don't
like
give a
story. I like canon.
I don't give a shit about having characters.
unlike Disneyland's official website, they just say meet your favorite Star Wars characters, and like
Well,
it's just
that's-
Mando.
Well, that's also like what I said with entertainment is they don't want to guarantee X will be here because what if that
something happens?
guy's
Yeah.
sick that night and he can't make it?
Sure,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
But I don't know. If the only way we get these characters is to break canon and story, I don't want them. That's my stance on it. I
I'm
know
with
that's the
you.
unpopular opinion, and I
don't
know
think so.
Disney wants the popular opinion. So my
I don't know if that's
unpopular
unpopular
opinion,
though.
is
I feel
want
like
story canon.
breaking. If you're my thing is here's my thing. They have gone out so many times and gone, it's canon, it's canon, it's canon, it's canon, it's canon, it's canon, it's canon. Build comics around it, incorporate it into the movies for fuck's sake. Like, you've preached on this that it's canon. Now you piss me off because you're saying now that's not canon, because now why the fuck is Luke here with R2?
Yeah.
For me, it's not that it's the case. Like, if they had never said that it, or if Rise of the Resistance was like a generic story and you kind of read between the lines that it's, what's going on, one thing. But they have spent so much money
Right.
and so much time and energy making it canon, and now you're just breaking it. Get the fuck out of here.
I found the Disney Parks Instagram post from February 10th. At the end, they go, a new Shadows of Memory of Skywalker Saga nighttime experience in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Rumored sightings of Luke Skywalker in Batuu.
So they're calling it like you're seeing a Force ghost? Is that what they're kind of hinting at here?
No.
It's called Shadows of something. Did you just say
Well,
that?
One of them- one
It
of them's
goes
a
Shadows of the
projection
Galaxy's
show.
Edge, comma. Rumored sightings of Luke Skywalker in Batuu. That's two separate things.
What if it's part of the projection show, maybe, and he's like on the stage up there? I'm trying to.
If they made him if they could find a way to make him a Force ghost, I'd be all in.
That'd be cool.
That'd just be projection mapping.
Only see him at
No,
night.
no,
it
I
would
mean,
just
like,
be
if
like
they
you
could
have
hit-
to walk super slow.
No. I'm talking like a meet and greet, but he's like
Oh,
glowing. and
Lord.
shit.
I
That'd
feel
be
like
interesting.
I'm there for that.
if they had
Oh,
that,
of
they would have
course.
showed that though. Like,
They're not doing that, but like
Yeah.
if they could,
yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, you're Force sensitive. That's how you can see me." Like
it's
that
at
would
the
be
it's
fucking
at the
cool.
end of Savi's.
That would be fucking cool.
What if that's what they did? It's like
Yeah.
Yoda comes on, he's like, sensitive you are. And then like Luke's voice is like comes up and Luke says something,
How
and
many
then you
times has
see.
someone told you sensitive you are to you?
Oh, that's like. You mean how many times today, or how many times in my life?
How many times today? That'd be a good place to end it. That was about it news-wise.
Yeah,
I think
not
it'd be
a
good
lot.
to end
There-
on
there
that.
was-
Are you going to
Zombies
try to
news,
go
too.
to? Are you going to try to go?
Oh,
to
that's
Disneyland
right. I
for
forgot
this?
about that. No, building the house. Money.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is a Hayden Christensen movie. Life is a house. Look
that's
at you.
there you go.
I actually might. When is this?
March 28th to May 11th.
Fuck that. Never mind. I'll be in North Carolina. Oh, through May 11th. We were talking about taking the kids on a vacation, so maybe we can fucking squeeze that in. I'd like to go do that. It'd be kind of fun. I would see. I'm curious.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm not going to go out of my way. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always into Bowie Day.
Rise, Jedi Knight.